What is a communication process? The communication process refers to a series of action or steps taken in order to successfully for the team to communicate. Communication involves several components such as the sender of the communication, the actual message being sent, the encoding or the understanding of the message, and there is the receiver that actually decode or actually understood the message. There are also various channels of communication to consider within the communication process. This refers to the way communication or message is being sent. This can be through various medium such as voice, audio, video, emails, or even non-verbal or body language. The overall goal of communication process is to present an individual or a team with information and have them understand it. The sender must choose the most appropriate medium in order for the communication process to have worked successfully. In general, we can actually divide communication process into several parts or components. And I will actually share with you the various components. The first component is sender. Sender is a person that is delivering a message to a recipient. Then we have the message. Message refer to the information that the sender is relaying to the receiver. Then we have channel of communication. This is the transmission or the tools used for the delivering of the messages. It can be emails, WhatsApp, verbal, non-verbal. Then number 4, we have decoding. This is the interpretation or understanding of the message. Normally, decoding is being done by the receiver. Now, the receiver is the person who's being targeted for getting the message and for them to understand. And some instances, we have number 6, i.e. feedback. In some instances, receiver might have feedback or a response to the sender. And this actually start the interaction as a whole. Now, how does communication process work? In order to successfully communicate, it is important to understand how the process works. Here are the 7 steps in the communication process. The sender develops an idea to be sent. The sender encodes the message. The sender selects the best channel or tools for communication to be used. The message travels over the communication channel. The channel is received, the message is received by the receiver. And the receiver understand or decode the message, and then the receiver provide feedback if it is applicable. Now, when we talk about the sender developing an idea to be sent, so this is the beginning of the communication process, by the sender creating an idea that they have in their mind to send to another person or a group of people. Essentially, they are planning the overall subject matter or information that they want to transmit or they want to tell the receiver. The sender then encode. Once the sender develop an idea, they translate it into a form that can be transmitted to someone else. This means that they transform the thoughts of the information they want to send into certain format. For example, if you are writing an email, you translate your ideas into words. However, the message can also be non-verbal, oral, or symbolic symbols or emojis. Third, the sender select the channel of communication that can be used. Now, the sender now decide how the message will be sent. This involves selecting the most suitable medium for the message they are relaying. Some communication medium include speaking, writing, or emails, or even non-verbal communication or emojis. If you are communicating at work, make sure that you select the best and proper and most professional channel of communication. The message travel over the channel of the communication. After the medium is chosen, the message then begin the process of transmission. The exact process of this will depend on selected medium. In order for the message to be properly sent, the sender should have selected the appropriate medium. And then subsequently, the message received by the receiver. And when it is received by the receiver or the recipient, this is the step in communication process by listening or hearing to the message, seeing it or feeling it, and of course, using other form of receptions. Yeah. Then the receiver decode, understand the message. Yeah. In other words, they interpret and convert it into a thoughts. After they have done this, they analyze the message and attempt to understand it. Now, communication process is performed effectively when the sender and receiver have the same meaning for the transmitted message. Of course, last but not least, yeah, the receiver provide feedback if applicable, or actually if they want to provide feedback, and this is what we call a two-way communication between one person to another.